Hi, welcome to our presentation of the inventory ticket management system. This is for a client called FacilitySource. They wanted us to make sense of all the data that they gave us. The data that they had was for a particular client, for example, client 7, they were fulfilling the request for the client 7 through a provider 2, and for electrical lighting items. These are non-emergency ticket requests, and we can see that on 29 December, they had 6 tickets that came in, out of which they missed 3, which is in a way 50%. And also we can see the quotes. So quotes are always for those items which have $3,000 amount and more, and therefore we need to, there's a financial aspect involved over here. And finally, if you see, there's the aging aspect here, the tickets which are 2 to 4 days old or 4 to 6 days old, and so on and so forth. And finally, we have a column which talks about the schedule today, which means 3 tickets need to be scheduled today to be fulfilled. And so we had all this data. We made sense of it by first giving core statistics about the time series of the data, and then diving deep into a micro level analysis of how much they missed on a particular day, and the process control charts, which gives them the voice of the process. So now I will hand it over to my colleague Fumi, who will dive deep into the statistics portion. Now.
Hi, let me explain the summary tab. In this tab, you can change the filter, clients, provider, and the exterior. The trade buckets, and you can change the data here like this. And we can get a data of request fulfillment percentage. This is the percentage of the scheduled today. That means that we have to be done by today against the number of records. And on-time percentage, this is the percentage of the on-time performance against the missed ETA. And acceptable ticket rates, this is the percentage of the ticket less than 30 days against average ticket age. And manageable quote rates, this is the percentage of less than 4 days against total quotes. Also, you can see the improvement rate, which is the difference of daily performance against the 3 days, 7 days, month to date, and year to date. And next, dashboard tab, you can visually see the data of total request, ticket age management, quote management, and also you can see the for total data and the emergency data. And finally, you can also see the potential loss. This is the number of quotes that has not been done multiplied by the $3,000. And I bring again to Rochan to explain the remaining portion.
Thanks a lot. Now I will now walk you through another tab that we created, which is the red flag tab. The red flag tab helps you see the tickets the missed ETAs in this case, which are in the form of a percentage. So the client told us that if you have missed ETAs as a percentage of number of records, and that percentage is more than 15%, that is not acceptable. And therefore we gave them a filter of all the clients and provider combinations which have missed ETAs more than 15% in their bucket. So we created 3 buttons. If you click this button, it first clears everything, and then you click non-emergency, for example, a form pops up and we can choose missed ETAs. And the moment I select missed ETAs, all the data behind me starts getting populated. It tries to basically find out all the missed ETAs, divide them by the number of records, calculate the percentage, and only then give me the percentages which are above 15%. So as you can see now, we have client 7, provider 2, for which we have a percentage 75%. So that's not good. For example, for client 7 and provider 2 and low volume trades, 100% of the tickets were missed, and this is definitely not good. And now if I want to understand this all information and the information that now Fumi told us about in a different way, then we have created the process control charts. What is the process control chart? It is basically the voice of the process. It helps you understand how your process is functioning. It helps you see the variation in the demand that you're getting or whatever parameter that you select, and thereby then figure out, dive deep into those particular areas. So for example, now I can select, I have a button here which I click, I get a form, I can select number of records, missed TTAs or quotes, the year, the month, the client, which I'll go ahead and select 7, I'll select a provider 2, and for electrical lighting and non-emergency. If I click the button, the graph behind me disappears and a new graph comes up. And as you can see, between 15th and 21st December, there was a spike in the number of records that they got. And then it averaged out even before and after that. The upper control limit is 12 tickets. The lower is like 0. So it's very close to the upper control limit. So the client, so FacilitySource needs to dive deep into what happened between 15th and 21st December, what made them get such a spike. At the same time, if I go and check the missed ETAs with a click of a button, I get to see what's the scenario of the ETAs, missed ETAs. So I can see here between the same time period, 15 to 21st December, they did not miss any ETAs. However, they started missing ETAs from 21st December to 31st December, and we saw earlier that the number of tickets at that time was average. So even though they had an average demand, they started missing a lot of ETAs and it's trending upwards. So they need to figure out what happened there at that portion of the time and thereby help them improve their process. So this gives you a window into the voice of the process. With this, we conclude our presentation. Hope you liked it. Thank you.